I just feel like the best thing for me to do right now, because I have nobody to really talk to. It's the morning, it's during work hours, everybody's at work. I need to talk to you guys. What's up, everybody? It's Grim, and I'm a goddamn mess right now. Okay, I'm shaking. Um, I was just ambushed by the police and my former partner. She wanted to get some of her things. That's fine. Somebody could have let me know. How hard is it for someone to say, hey, your ex partner needs to come get some things? When would be a good time? Hey, come around 10 o'clock. Like, how hard is that, man? We're adults. Communication. Oh my God. So I got ambushed. And guys, I suffer like anxiety, like especially when it's like, these real life legality situations. I'm dead ass waiting for a tax slug to come over to film Perplexing Pixels. God, I look like a mess. I'm so sorry, you guys. As I said, I'm a mess. I'm falling apart right now. I'm just here to talk to you. But no, I'm this morning. I'm waiting for a tax slug to show up. I'm sitting here on the couch. I was on the phone with a friend, and oh my God! All of a sudden, doorbell, ding dong, and I'm like, oh, cool. My friend is here, and I look, and I just see a police officer through the window, and then I see another police officer standing on the porch, and I'm like, oh my God! And I open the door, and then I saw my ex-partner standing out on the road with their family and a pickup truck. And they said, we're here for her stuff. And I said, fine, but like, can I make sure it's, I just want her to have her things. I want me to have my things. I just want to be fair, And I don't know, they assured me it was going to be fine and whatever, but it was just so nerve-wracking to just go through that. And I'm still trying to recover from it. I mean, it doesn't need to be like this, man. Like, why does it have to be like this? This is so stupid. This is why I feel like, why did it finally come to this? Why did what happened, which happened to finally put the nail in the coffin of this relationship? Why did I never move past this before? And it was because I feared this. And the thing is, I was always promised it would never be this. I was always promised that I was safe now from the hell that I was already in. The hell that I lived previously. I was told I'm safe now. To find out I'm anything but safe. And I started to feel it. I started to see it. And I just always believed in the good in people, especially somebody that I'm married to. I just want to see the good in this person and believe that, tomorrow this person's going to wake up a better person than they were today because they learned from the thing that they just did that it was wrong. And it just happens over and over and over. I'm just, and it's, now I'm here, like I said, dealing with surprise ambush cops when it could have easily been, hey, let's schedule something. Why? And I'm sitting here shaking, and it's been 2.5 hours since this happened, and I'm still shaking. I had to film Perplexing Pixels with a tax log because he literally rolled up as this was unfolding. Like, literally the second they were here at 10, I believe, or 9:50 or something like that. He gets here at 10 a.m. and that's who I was expecting. Sometimes he's early, sometimes he's late, but 10. So it's like 9:50 something, I think. And I hear the doorbell, and I'm on the phone, and I'm like, oh, he's a little early. No, what the fuck? It's the police. Oh God, there she is. Oh God, I'm not prepared for this. Motherfucker, I have a meltdown. Okay, yeah, you know what? I don't talk about my mental health much. It's never something that, I don't want to sit there and use it as a crutch. We all have our struggles. You all have your struggles, I have mine. I don't want to sit there and go, oh, guys, I couldn't do this today because of that, and I couldn't do this today because of that. Like, I'm either going to push through, or there's just not going to be a video today, and then I'm just going to say, hey, guys, unfortunately, there's no video today, and we're going to get back to the action tomorrow. Like, I don't want to sit there and use my bad mental health day as a crutch. So, Dave, the real person behind Grim, who's talking to you now, struggles with mental health, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in my relationship, I'm not perfect either, dude. But I'm, like I said, I'm trying to always be the adult. I'm always having to be the better person. I'm always the one going to therapy and trying to better myself because I know I can be the problem too. But I'm always finding myself with a partner who thinks they're not doing anything wrong. And a partner who justifies all the horrible things that they do. And then I find myself with partner after partner. And I'm just not talking about one. I'm talking about multiple. And why do I keep finding the same person in a different body? And why do I keep finding now the same person in a different body disguised as a completely different, basically a wolf in sheep's clothing? I'm terrified of relationships now. But then at the same time, I'm like, I again, I'm at fault and everything, but why do I have to now pay a penalty for the fact that this person, I'm a good person, I'm a good catch, I'm a great husband, I'm a great boyfriend, I'm a great dad, I put my heart and soul into the people I love, I'm a great friend, I have a lot of friends that I love and a lot of friends that love me, and you know how I know? Because they've all been here for me these past few weeks. Thank you guys, I love you. But I don't know why I keep falling into the same pit of a person, and I need to move on. And like I said, why do I have to suffer? Why do I, if I'm driving down the road and somebody crashes me from behind and ruins my car, like, I'm going to go get a new car. Now, if I'm driving down the road and I'm scared to drive, and then, oh my God, I went off the bridge and then I almost drowned, maybe now I'm terrified to ever drive again, or it's going to be a while before I ever drive again. That's kind of like relationships, Like, I'm not the one who skidded off the bridge into the ocean, Like, I got hit from behind, and like, I'm like, now why do I have to sit here with no car? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it hurts. But, like, again, I saw it coming. Again, I was already being detached. And because, things were not good for a while. So it was, when you keep going through some situation in your relationship, it gets harder and harder to crave that person. And then you start, again, not craving that person at all. Then you start rejecting that person. And you start saying, maybe I don't even want to hang out with you tonight. Maybe I don't even want to have a date tonight, and you're saying this about, your partner where, the week before an incident, yeah, let's go on a date. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you. Now it's like, maybe I can wait to see you because I'm kind of pissed off at you right now. Maybe I can wait to see you. I'm pretty disgusted with your actions right now. So, it's one of those things where, you got to get over it. You got to make up for it. These weren't things that were happening. Apologize for it. Change your behavior. These weren't things that were happening. Now, if I messed up, I always felt like I took accountability. I said, damn, man, I screwed up. I should not have done that. I went about that the wrong way. I'd like to take the accountability and say, I should not have done that. And then I apologize for it. And I said, it's never going to happen again. It's not. And then guess what? It doesn't happen again. And I don't know. I feel that's pretty healthy. But again, I have a couple mental health diagnoses. Anxiety is one of them. Uh, and like I said, like, they know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, I feel so betrayed and so abandoned just because, like, I never would have done this person this dirty. That's all. That's all. I just feel so betrayed and abandoned. And it's like betrayed and abandoned by someone who told me they would never betray or abandon me. Again. Is anything real? Is there any person that's actually just like wants to be like, I just want to love a person, and I want the person to love me, and I want to be obsessed with each other, and then be successful, and get married and love each other forever, and be obsessed with each other forever, and be rich and successful? Why isn't there that person? Why is there that person? Because that's who I am, and I can't find it. Well, maybe because I look like a goddamn mess right now. I'm just trying to make myself laugh so I don't cry. So yeah, a couple YouTubers and people on Twitter are trying to roast me. Oh, Grim made a 25-minute crying video. We can't wait to clown on them. Go ahead. If I'm the topic of your discussion, that's fantastic. I always look at it like this. People have to talk about me because when they talk about themselves, nobody cares. That's exactly the case. So, hi, dicks. What? I do not care. I gives no fucks. Like, I'm being real with myself. This is for me. And then, oh my God, I'm going to post it. I'm being real with myself. I'm being real with you. I'm being real with my audience. Dave, you know, not being grim. I'm not doing a character. I'm not arguing with my spouse. I'm not, you know. Now, listen, the ghost thing here is real. Yeah, I'll admit, you know, sometimes we would embellish a video here or there because, you know, like, wow, everybody was interested and now all of a sudden nothing's happening. But, like, I have friends, Ice-T Curtis, Adam Bazar, Francesca Cini, Tony Cini, just in the past 2 months who have witnessed with their own eyes things that have happened in this house. And, yeah, they were like, you ain't kidding. I'm like, I don't do. Like, and you know, you don't always catch it on video, you know, but we were sitting down in the toy room. I posted a short on this channel here. We're down in the toy room. We had just done a live stream. It's me, Ice-T Curtis, Adam Bazar, and Winter. And all of a sudden, action figures just flew off the wall and smacked Ice-T Curtis in the head. Not like on top of the head, like in the side, like because they flew sideways. And we all looked. And I was like, did you all just see that? And we're like, yeah. And then I'm like, I told you. So I started filming. So, guys, it just happened. We all just saw it. God's honest truth, I swear. They were all here. They all saw it. Tony Cini and Fran are sitting right here on this couch. And you see where my YouTube plaque is? Around the corner, on the opposite side of the wall, was another portrait. That was hanging up there. And they're sitting here. And all of a sudden, the portrait from the opposite side of that wall yeets itself off that wall at them on the couch. It missed and fell on the floor. But, like, it, like, turned a corner. It didn't fall. If it just fell, it would have fallen. It went off the wall at them. And they both, and I'm like, told you. It's horrifying. And it's real, and like I said, I'm being 1,000% real with, you know, I think everybody has like a ghost story or something, so it's not hard to believe. But, you know, yeah, some of the shit we did in some of the videos was a little bit bullshit because we wanted to keep it going and entertain you guys from, you know, what's really going on here. And then my thought process was like, well, maybe the ghosts will get pissed off and be like, no, I'm going to do real things, and and you know, so be like, well, yeah, watch this. And, like, that's what it's been doing. We just haven't been able to catch it actually on video. And I don't want to make fake videos. I want to make real videos. I just want to sit here. I'd rather sit here and talk and be real with you, honestly, than make, like, a fake ghost hunt video. You know, I'm just not into it anymore. You know? I like the wrestling still. But, so, like, if I post anything about a ghost thing, it's going to be just a real thing or I'm telling you a story about something that really happened, you know? So I'll give you the guys that. I'm going to be real with y'all. And I appreciate you guys for supporting me no matter what. What else to talk about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the haters, the trolls. So you guys all know, anybody who's been watching my videos for a long time knows that down in the comment section, you'd see a guy and he'd be trolling constantly. Grim is fake. You guys are all puppets of Grim. His name was Keyboard Warrior, and he would always be changing up his name to something or other. Skull and Bones, you fear the Keyboard Warrior lives. This fucking asshole would make a new account every time I blocked him. And it was like, I just stopped blocking him because everybody's like, why don't you block him? Because he just comes back with a new account in 5 minutes. Like, use a VPN, you can make a countless accounts. This is how real I'm being. I'm not even editing out me getting a drink of water. So, and what I want to say, when this motherfucker has been harassing us for years, and not just me, but my roster, my partners, my other friends, other YouTubers, Keemstar, Boogie2988, Kid Behind the Camera, and Bridget. This guy is just online troll, and he knows so much. And it was always weird to me because it felt like he knew this area where I lived. It was so weird to me, And I'm like, is this somebody I know? Like, because he always seems to know everything about us. I posted one time about seeing one of our wrestlers at, like, Home Depot. And I said, were you at Home Depot yesterday? And they're like, yeah, why? I'm like, So, when I tell you that this guy's been harassing us for years, okay? And he's not putting comments like, Grim, stop putting yourself over. No. Grim, maybe, this show, the booking sucks. Maybe let Doo-Hop book it, This story is lame. These matches are not good quality. Fine, you want to criticize my show? I always accept criticisms, okay? This is not a little bit of criticism. The other trolls defending him. Oh, Grim's upset over a little bit of criticism. No, this son of a bitch was saying dirty, filthy, unspeakable things about my children, teenage girls, okay? That's like pedo behavior, okay? That's not a little bit of criticism, okay? That's filthy and disgusting. Said stuff about Jimmy Controversy's mother who passed away. Has said things about Super Pop who has passed away. Like, you don't talk about my dead family members and the dead family members of my roster, you sick freak. Like, he talked about, I want to say, Manabo's daughter. I know he talked about, who was like 8 years old. Like you're sick. You belong in prison, okay? And this is for years. And we always said, we're going to find this bastard one day. One of these days, he's going to trip up. And that day finally came. And I'm saying, guys, the dossier we have on this guy, because, we always save the screenshots, he said this about my dead mother. He said he's going to come and sodomize me. Like all these awful things that this person would say, like horrific, unspeakable things. And then he would say that all of you fans are my puppets, and that none of this is real, and my name's not even Dave, and like that me and my partner aren't really married, like my kids aren't really my kids, like just would say the stupidest harassing stuff. And then on Twitter too, and then he'd go at us on Twitter, and he would know things that were personal about us, and it was always so weird and crazy. And we said, we gotta know this person, or they gotta be from around here. And then it happened, and I got a text, and I said, was that meme? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And I'm like, what? Like, found him, name, address, everything. And I'm like, and it's 4 minutes from where I'm at currently at. I'm like, well, let me swing by. So I go pull up on this garbage human household. And this garbage human was in there. I saw him in the doorway, and I pulled up, and I was blasting Natural Born Killers because I don't fucking play. Okay? You want to talk shit? No fun come for you. Don't fucking play with me. Okay? So, yeah, I pulled up at this motherfucker's house. It's not illegal. Just want to talk. I didn't say I was going to hurt him. I didn't say I was going to fight. I didn't say I brought a weapon. I came to wonder, came to ask him in person, why do you think you can say these things about my children on the internet? Why do you think that you can harass me consistently day after day, all day long, like you have no life but to harass me and my friends and other YouTubers? Why do you think that's okay? I just wanted to have a conversation. Okay, but, slam the door, run, hide. I would too if a psycho like me pulled up and found you motherfuckers. There's another one that was trying to defend him on there, and he's a long-time troll too, and bro, we almost got you. We were like this close. And then somebody pulled up a kid behind a camera's house, and Michael had to chase him off. Like what the fuck is wrong with you people, bro? Don't fuck with us. And then we had an incident at GTS Wrestling. We were filming, pre-taping, post-tapings, whatever, studio tapings for Grimomania. And this was last night. And I went in the house just for a few moments. They were filming a scene without me. And I'm going to start taking a little bit more backseat and let some of the other guys film the scenes, just because my energy levels, the things I've been going through, obviously, have been weighing hugely on me, affecting my work. So I Ice-T, do this scene, that kind of thing, right? So the scene's over. I'm hearing voices yelling that, you could tell they're opposite the woods of the yard where we film. And I'm like, oh my God, they're yelling horrific things. They're yelling awful, unspeakable things that I could never even say about my children. So I'm like, oh, is this a retaliation? Is this that guy? Now they're, because I pulled up on them, now they're going to pull up on me. I don't know, but they were saying filthy things, filthy, unspeakable things that they did with my daughters that are teenagers. Like, you sick fucking bastards. What is wrong with you? So I reacted in a way that I'm not proud of. I started popping off. I started yelling, obscenities and horrible things back at them. And I'm not proud of my reaction, but it's what happens when you trigger a fatherly protective instinct of somebody talking like that about your children. I lost it. I freaking lost it. And then when they see me coming, they hauled ass out of there because I was coming like a grizzly bear. And I went down running through the woods. I was just about to hop the fence, and they saw this grizzly bear of a man that they just talked filthy about his daughter. And I was screaming about how I was going to dismember them in multiple ways. And like I said, I was screaming and yelling and saying things. And then they're like, oh, we got that on film. We're going to cancel you. You're going to show up at my house. Talk filth on my children, my teenage girls. And you think for one fucking second that anybody is going to hold this dad responsible for what I do to you? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, moron. Go ahead. Because I got you on film saying the filth about my kids. I'll put you in prison, you prick. So I guess that's pretty much what's going on right now, you guys. And honestly, talking to you for these 20 plus minutes makes me feel a whole hell of a lot better. I hate this. I hate this more than anything. This is never what I wanted. I honestly thought I had an amazing future ahead of me. I honestly thought that I had a person that communicated their issues to me. Now I'm finding that they are communicating just stuff that's not reality. And the help that they need is evident in their social media behavior. Unfortunately. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. And thank you guys for being here. And thank you guys for watching. Grimomania, more Grimomania is happening. That's going to be awesome. And honestly, dude, my team did an amazing job, and I'm so proud of them. They kicked so much ass this year for Grimomania. And I know you guys are going to love you guys have loved the first 3 parts. We got part 4. I think 4, 5, 6 is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's do this. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me through all of this. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah. And for the people that are down with me, I got 3 words for you too. I love you.